What's going on, guys? Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today I'm bringing you a detailed overview of the Recon Billet brushed aluminum Dorsal plates with an illuminating Raptor logo, fitting all 10 to 14 Raptors. If you're the owner of a 10 to 14 Raptor and you're looking to give your F-150 a unique appearance, more styling, and even better lighting when you're hopping in and out of your truck, then you might be interested in the illuminating SVT Raptor logo on the brushed billet aluminum Dorsal plates from Recon. So Recon really is the industry leader in all LED truck accessories, so it's a no-brainer to look in their direction when it comes to shopping for something like this. This really gives you some added styling to your truck as well as some interior visibility, which is especially useful for you and your shotgun passenger hopping in and out of your truck at night or in a not so well lit garage. So this material is manufactured out of a durable billet aluminum, so you don't have to worry about it warping, staining, or bending. Now it does have a slight texture to it thanks to the silver brushed finish, giving it some added style. You will notice there are several pre-drilled holes along the edges of the material. That way it makes the installation a lot simpler, which I'll touch on in a bit. Now in the middle of these Dorsal plates, we obviously have the main attraction. In the middle, you'll see a very large Raptor logo in black with the Raptor design accents inside. It is bordered by a translucent edge to let the lighting shine through. Now the bottom right, you'll see we have a red SVT logo with black accents. Both of these logos have a bubbled feel raised off of the brushed aluminum. So Recon does offer this exact same product with two different finishes with two different LED options. Now there's the brushed aluminum here or the black anodized option, and there's also the red LEDs or the blue LEDs. Today I have the brushed aluminum with the blue LED option. Now if you're interested in checking out any of the other options, you can do that as well, but for all intents and purposes, the workmanship, the installation, and the price points are all going to be the same. Now one thing I do want to point out before we go too deep into the installation is that you will be required to drill 10 really small holes through the pre-drilled hole options into your factory Dorsal plate. Now if you're not looking to modify your factory Dorsal plate at all, then this option may not be for you. Now you will notice for the installation that there are wires hanging off the side of each of the Dorsal plates with ends stripped off for splicing. Now splicing connectors and all the installation hardware is included in the kit, and you will be required to splice into your interior dome lighting, which the wiring will be found underneath your factory Dorsal plate. So the market does have a couple of different options when it comes to Dorsal plates. When you're shopping around, you will notice that. But you'll also notice that most of those options are offered from Recon, which goes to show that they really are the industry leader in this kind of stuff. Now when you're shopping around, you'll notice the price range can go anywhere from the mid 200s to about $300. Not too big of a price difference there. This one particularly comes in at about $300. Now that might sound a bit pricey, but you do want to consider you're swapping from a plastic factory Dorsal plate to a brushed aluminum, so the quality is a little bit better. Plus, given the LED lighting inside for the visibility and added styling, definitely bumps the price up. One thing you will need for this installation is a drill. Now, we will touch on what that's used for in a minute. I did say you'll be doing some drilling, but you will want to gain access to the wiring underneath your factory Dorsal plate before you go any further. You can start by peeling off the factory Dorsal plate, starting from one edge and popping the clips off along the edges of the plastic. Now, once you get the factory Dorsal plate off, you'll notice there are two wires. There's going to be a red, obviously being your positive, and a black, obviously being your ground or your negative. Now, when you're looking at the wires on the Dorsal plates provided from Recon, you'll notice there is a black wire with a white stripe, which will be your positive, and your black wire with no stripe, which will be your negative. You want to make sure you're connecting the wires properly to gain proper functionality. From here, you'll want to take one of the splice connectors provided in the kit and clamp it down to the solid black wire inside the vehicle. You want to take the solid black wire from the Recon LED lights to connect it directly to that black wire in the vehicle. This way you'll establish a solid ground connectivity for the blue LEDs. From here, you can take the second splice connector from the kit and clamp it onto the red wire in the vehicle and the black and white wire from the Recon LED bar. This way you'll get a good positive connection for your blue LEDs to your dome lighting. Now before we go any further, you want to make sure everything is functioning properly. This way you won't have to go back and fix any issues after you've already installed everything. So you'll want to pop your dome lighting on to make sure the blue LEDs or the red LEDs, if you go with that option, are functioning properly, everything is lighting up very well. If it is not, you want to make sure you go back to your wiring and that everything is connected properly, going to the right place, and no wiring is unstable or loose. Now once your splicing is all done correctly, you can run the wiring from the Dorsal plate down the length of it to make sure it's out of the way, so you can put the factory Dorsal plate back into place to pop this one on top of it. Now once you snap the factory Dorsal plate back into place, you can start by lining this one up on top of that to make sure that everything's lined up properly. You can take the supplied screws and drill them into place through the pre-drilled holes, making sure everything's lined up, and then you'll be good to go to move on to the other side. Overall, you can expect to spend about an hour or so getting this installed, and I would definitely give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. Even though you're doing some drilling, it is something anybody can do with a little bit of time in your driveway. Just to quickly wrap things up, guys, if you're looking to get some added customization for the interior of your 1014 Raptor while giving it some added visibility for when you're hopping in and out of your truck, then you might be interested in the Recon brushed billet aluminum Dorsal plates with the illuminating Raptor logo right here at AmericanMuscle.com.